Ever since I had the ReadyLift SST 2.0 installed on my Trail Boss, I've had a popping noise on the front driver's side anytime I would make a left turn or if I would back out of a parking space with the wheels turned to the left. Well, I'm here to tell you the problem has finally been fixed. Now, I wish I could tell you the answer to what fixed the problem, but I can't. I mainly wanted to make this video for those having a similar issue with a ReadyLift and let you know the things I tried to fix it. That way you don't waste your time and money. I started out thinking it was an issue with the upper control arms. So I reached out to the company and they ended up sending me some upper ball joints and got them replaced, but it did not fix the issue. I turned my attention to the CV axle, mounting a camera inside the fender well, and discovered that my sway bar end links were rubbing the axle. This was an issue, so I replaced them, but it wasn't the problem. I then went through a series of taking it to 3 different shops in hopes that they could find the issue, which they couldn't. I could tell some of them thought I was crazy, and then one of them said, "You just need an alignment." Well, that didn't fix it. For a while, I just drove around trying to ignore the issue, and then it started getting worse. I started hearing a creaking sound and the popping was still there. At the time, I had a rack installed on the back and I had installed the road active suspension. So I took those off the truck just trying to see if they were throwing something off on the front, but the noise was still there and those things were not causing any issues. Since things seemed to be getting worse, I said, well, let me take it back to a different shop. So they checked it out and they thought it was either the upper control arms or the upper and lower ball joints. So that kind of was in line with what I thought in the beginning. We went for several drives and we stood outside the truck listening while making those left turns, and we both thought that the sound was coming from those components. So the shop got the ball joints and I decided to buy the rough country upper control arms that are intended for a lift on the truck. Now I love how they turned out and they look great on the truck with the red, but none of this ended up fixing the issue. I finally said, can you just keep the truck, tear it apart, and see if you can find the problem? So they ended up keeping it for a week, tore the whole front apart, and couldn't find any issues. Now, when they put the front end back together, the problem just magically disappeared. So I don't know if just something wasn't installed correctly, maybe something wasn't torqued down all the way. I didn't care, I was just glad the problem was gone. Now, before making this video, I definitely wanted to drive around for at least 6 months to make sure the problem wouldn't come back. And so far it hasn't. So if you've installed the ReadyLift SST 2.0 and have the same random popping issue, just know it may have just not been installed correctly. And the whole reason I had a place install it was because it was pretty affordable. Now that company's out of business now, so next time I think I'll be installing my own lift. I truly hate that I don't have a clear solution to what was causing that popping issue, but I didn't want you to go down the same rabbit hole and waste a bunch of time and money trying to fix this issue. Well, I hope this video helps you know not what to try. Well, thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll see y'all.